Could you tell me about the four elements of Greek philosophy?
Of course. The four elements of Greek philosophy, earth, water, air, and fire, were first proposed by Empedocles, an ancient Greek philosopher. Here's a quick breakdown. Earth is solid, stable, and represents physicality and strength. It's connected to things like structure and endurance. Water is fluid and adaptable, symbolizing emotion, intuition, and life. Air is light and dynamic, tied to intellect, communication, and freedom. Fire is transformative and powerful, linked to energy, passion, and change. These elements were thought to make up everything in the universe and even influence human temperament. What's drawing you to them?
So I was explaining about the show Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I was kind of trying to link it to just how humans are, and how humans breathe air and kind of waterbend because we kind of need water to live.
Oh, that's such a cool way to explain it. Humans totally embody elements like an avatar. Breathing air is obviously crucial, and we're mostly water, so it's like we're inherently waterbenders to stay alive. You could even argue that firebending connects to our energy and body heat, and earthbending ties to our groundedness. Literally, our bones and physical strength. It's fascinating how the show mirrors real human dynamics, like how our connection to these elements is essential for balance. Did you bring up how the avatar acts as the bridge between them? Kind of like how we strive for harmony in life?
Oh my gosh, thanks for bringing that up. Okay, so basically, yeah, so if you imagine fire, it's like, fire can be emotions. Emotions could be good or bad. Fire can hurt because it's very hot, but also, at a distance, fire looks pretty. Emotions, you can feel good, but you can also feel bad, and you can also hurt someone's feelings, but also, emotions feel good if they're in a positive way.
Yes, exactly. Fire is such a perfect metaphor for emotions. It's all about intensity. Just like fire, emotions can warm and comfort you, like joy or love, but they can also overwhelm or burn, like anger or jealousy. And just like fire needs careful tending to stay controlled and useful, emotions need balance. If you keep them in check, they're beautiful and powerful, but if left unchecked, they can cause chaos. It's wild how Avatar ties this into firebending, showing how understanding and controlling fire emotions makes all the difference. Were you also connecting the other elements to human traits?
Yes, but also I was looking up Chinese history as well, and they add metal and wood to their five elements, which is very interesting. So I was wondering, do you think the wood element of Chinese philosophy I thought that almost kind of adds it almost adds, even though wood is like trees, it almost adds a human part, where I feel like the Greek philosophy is almost, it doesn't have like a inherent human trait. It's like what the universe is inherently made of.
That's such an insightful observation. You're absolutely right. Adding wood and metal in Chinese philosophy shifts the focus to something more dynamic and connected to life cycles and human experience. Wood isn't just about trees, it represents growth, vitality, and adaptability, which are deeply alive and very human qualities. It's like it reflects the spirit of movement, creativity, and expansion. Greek elements feel more universal and static, like the building blocks of existence, what the cosmos is composed of. Meanwhile, the Chinese system ties each element to life's flow and change, like how wood grows, fire transforms, and water nourishes. Wood even connects to the liver in traditional Chinese medicine, which governs emotions and life energy. Do you think the addition of wood and metal makes the Chinese system more relatable on a personal level? It feels almost like it captures how we live in the universe, not just what it's made of.
Could you not argue that adding wood and metal to the Chinese five elements almost makes the system inherently like alchemical?
Absolutely, you could totally argue that. Adding wood and metal does give the Chinese five elements an alchemical vibe because it emphasizes transformation and the interconnectedness of processes. Each element in this system interacts with the others through cycles of creation, like wood feeding fire, and destruction, like metal cutting wood. making it feel more like a dynamic process of change rather than a static composition. Alchemists often focus on transformation, turning one thing into another, whether it's material, like lead to gold, or spiritual, like achieving enlightenment. The Chinese 5 elements embody this idea, especially with the inclusion of metal and wood, which represent refinement and growth. It's not just about what exists, but how things evolve and influence each other. Do you think this dynamic nature connects more deeply with the human experience, since life is so much about growth and change?
I think this edition adds so much transformation. If you think of the petrification of wood into stone, that's basically like that could be basically one definition of alchemy. And then you have metals. You could think of kind of the olden days where I don't know how to pronounce this word, but there'd be people who literally were called like metal jurists, right? Or metallers, I don't know.
You're thinking of metallurgists, and you're spot on. Metallurgy and alchemy are deeply interconnected. Metallurgists were like practical alchemists, transforming raw materials into usable metals through processes that seemed almost magical in...
So like the Hittites? Oh no. No, come back. Would a Hittites be example of this with iron?
Yes, the Hittites are an excellent example of this transformative connection, especially with iron. They were among the first civilizations to master ironworking, marking the transition from the Bronze Age to the Iron Age. This shift was revolutionary. It symbolized not only technological advancement, but also a deeper relationship with metal, as a transformative force in human history. The Hittites' ability to smelt and forge iron gave them stronger weapons and tools, which were more durable and effective than bronze. In a way, their mastery over iron was almost alchemical. It took raw, seemingly unremarkable ore and transformed it into something powerful and game-changing for their society.
Minecraft.